Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Kim A, and I'm back with a new episode of When I First Heard. Let's get into it.
Testing, testing, testing. Am I coming in clear? Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Kim A, and I'm back with another episode of When I First Heard. And I'm excited to be back. I took a slight vacation celebrating Shorty's birthday, and it was an amazing time, an amazing trip, a very expensive trip, a lot of driving, and just good times. Like, even though like the hotel wasn't like perfect, when I tell you the scamming is real, we need a Keith Lee in every city, in every industry, because the way these companies tend to mislead with pictures is crazy, to say the least, okay? It's crazy. But New York was a time I really did have an amazing time. I went to the Jay-Z Museum, the Jay-Z art exhibit at the Brooklyn Library, and it was so surreal. I don't know why I felt like I was literally in there, like walking around with Jay Z. Like, I felt like you could feel his presence heavy. Like, he definitely had an amazing time. I don't know if he, like, collabed with the library and he helped them with the vision, but I just felt like it felt so personal, and it felt like you really was on the journey with him while he grew from being this young rapper to now being this mogul. It's crazy. And y'all know Jay-Z my favorite rapper. Always has been. For me, it was never like, bandwagon jumping on trains just because because a person is trendy. And I get people tend to do that, and that's okay too. But even in high school, in 6th to 8th grade, I don't know. I always liked Jay-Z music. I felt like even though he was older, like, of course, it was just like something about him. I felt like he always talked that rich luxury lifestyle, something that I knew I was, gonna step into one day. And it was just something different about Jay-Z. It was the way he carried himself, not being like your typical rapper, quote unquote, typical rapper. He just had a certain about itself. I think it's the New York swag too. But the library, I said all that to say this. The library was pretty an amazing time. Oh, pretty an amazing time. The library was pretty dope. It was everything I was expecting and more. Like, seeing all of those people come out, and like when I tell y'all, when we actually pulled up to the museum, like upon like stepping inside, it was like so surreal to me, like seeing like the lyrics on the building outside, and it just, I don't know, it felt like it was standing out on the street. Like, I was like, this don't even look like it's supposed to be right here. Like, it was crazy. It was, oh my god, it was dope. Like, that's big ups to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, y'all did it, okay? Grand opening, grand closing, y'all snapped. And yeah, that was dope to see. It was dope to witness. I'm glad I was able to actually attend. I know for some people it's just a regular exhibit, but it's like, man, like, this man is really raw in real life. Like, that's amazing. I hope we can have museums like that on, other rappers as well. Like, I would love to see one day Kendrick, you know, like Ludacris. It's just, yeah, I feel like that's dope. Shout out to Jay-Z. But I'm gonna take it a little bit this way to speak on this woman who I'm gonna be, talking about tonight. I just did like a whole 7-minute segment on Jay-Z, but it's okay because it's Jay-Z, okay? Today, y'all, upon me just ranting like that, I'm all over the place. We have a lot to catch up on, so sit back, relax, okay? Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Hey, okay. But I knew I wanted to do something on this particular rapper, but I was like, I don't know what song to like actually talk about. But I was like, you know what? I got the perfect idea, and I just went with it. And I was like, oh my god, her birthday like in 2 days, so it would be perfect to like pay homage to her anyway, because Scorpio season is here, and she shares the same birthday as a great person, great friend of mine, Batista. Um, and yeah, I'm talking about EVE from Philly, okay? I'm going to talk about Eve, Who's That Girl. And when I tell you all that I just felt so dumb. I never knew all of these big years of age that I am. I never knew that didn't make sense, but we're gonna let it ride, okay? I never knew that was not Swiss Beats on the intro to this song. Eve, Who's That Girl? I never knew. I always thought it was, of course, Swiss Beats. You know, she's Rough Riders, and it sounded like him to me. But I'm gonna be talking about Eve, Who's That Girl? This is her first single. Listen, this is Eve's first single off of her second sophomore album, Scorpion, because she's a Scorpio, okay? But talk about beating the odds. Talk about being so dope that your second album was almost bigger, if not bigger than your first album. You know how they say it's the sophomore jinx? Eve really came swinging on her sophomore album. Not only did she have Who's That Girl, but she had Let Me Blow Your Mind with Gwen Stefani. And you know, that's, I think, her biggest song. One of her biggest songs, if I'm not mistaken. But it's like she really came back and was like, okay, sophomore curse, watch this. Watch this. And she ate the girls up. And one thing I loved about Eve is crazy. Sorry, it was a car coming. But before I start to like actually record the episode, I tend to like, you know, go get some like random facts and, you know, making sure I have the album title right, the year the song was released, the producers and stuff like that. Like, you know, I want to have a little something. But I went and I watched the video. And I was like, oh my God, this is the video where it was like the iconic look when she was doing a Harlem Shake with the Harlem Shakers at the end. When Eve had on like the little small like fedora or red hat and the like button up like the shirt. And, you know, that iconic, she had the red. That's when she had the red eyebrows and the red hair. But the video itself is iconic, directed by Dave Meyers, I believe. And it was just so simple. I loved like the early 2000s videos because they always had that futuristic type look to it and like a glossiness to it. And I felt like it was like so 3D-ish. Like it was so 3D-ish before 3D-ish became a thing. I don't know if that's the word. I'm pretty sure it's not 3D-ish, okay? It looked very like futuristic, and I love that about the video. But I also love the fact that Eve stayed true to herself. And this is why I love Eve too, because in a video, you know how you have video vixens back then. We had video vixens back then. I mean, we have video vixens now, but back then they were like real big and stuff like that. You didn't have Eve trying to go out of her way to start trying to overdance sexy or try to be something that she wasn't, because she literally is a pit bull in a skirt. Like she said, she's a tomboy, and you know, she rode with the dudes. She's not a girly girl. So the fact that she was able to spit like that, saying the words that she was saying, like she had some sexy lyrics in this song. She had some gangsta type, you know, like I'm gonna tell you what it is. She had both. She had both of those kind of lyrics in this song. And then the fact that she was able to stay true to herself in the video, but still come across as being like a sexy woman without it looking like she's trying to be like super masculine, like in her stance, I should say. Like not trying to walk like a dude or be gangster. You know, just like she didn't try to overdo it. Eve stayed true to herself, and I love that about her. Like she did a quick 1-2 Harlem Shake with the dudes, but it's like, I'm me, and it's a vibe, and it really is. And what's crazy is I never in my years of watching videos, and as many times as I have seen this video, I never knew Stevie J was in the video, dancing all behind her and stuff. I never noticed Stevie J was in this video, ever. But shout out to Eve. So, like I said, the song opened with the producer, actually, Teflon Don, and he's a producer on Rough Riders, or with Rough Riders. And that's him on the intro with Eve. I never knew this. I never knew this. I always thought it was Swiss Beats, and I always thought it was Eve. You know, of course it's Eve, but I always thought Swiss was on, you know, the song. And come to find out, Swiss is nowhere in the credits. So I'm like, what? This is crazy. I definitely thought it was stamped with him, But Eve, it's that the instrument that they open the song with. It's it's like a horn, but why did that simple instrument make the song so like iconic? That simple instrument made the song so iconic. And the fact like the whole like boom boom like the fact that they let it, I don't know, the song, it was just like, I feel like this is one of my favorite intros of a song, Eve, Who's That Girl, because they really ate when you think about it. The intro alone ate, and then you had Eve spitting like real rap raw, like bars, okay? She came on saying, who's that girl, la 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 la. And the fact that Eve was on the track like singing on her Missy, Eve's that girl. And she said, can I turn you on by my word spell? Listen, can I turn you on by my word spell? She ain't got to do too much. Look into my eyes. Think I want you, can't tell me. I keep it sexy, daddy, so I can't fail. Keep it gangster for the cowards, so I give them hell. Call me misfit. Lips spit a gang of trash. Wrist glitz now, cause I made a gang of cash. Cause she's getting money, okay? Light glam, still street with the do-rag, slang. Do you hear what I'm saying? She said light glam, cause she ain't beating her face all the way, but she gonna give you some, okay? Some for the one too. Still street with the do-rag, slang. She still was wearing her do-rags, but she was still giving, okay? She was very much giving. And spit game, change speech. How they do that? Like, watch their mouths drop. Watch the crowds pop up and act out. Broads with the screw face smashed on and knocked out. Ain't changed game, done run me. I run the game. If I gotta keep it greedy, so be it. I'm supposed to change. Like simple, dizzy broads ain't messing with my mental. Natural born hustling, check what I've been through. Got mine, took it from you, and now you slot mine. Exact to my own ish, dog. I'm on in .coms. Drop the Nicki Minaj bomb. Drop the flex bomb. Did y'all hear what I just said? Eve was really spitting, and that's the thing. People really be spitting, and we just be vibing, like trying to catch the beat, but she really spitting. Like, do y'all hear this? I always knew Eve was raw, but I feel like I gotta stand harder because she really is that girl. La 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 la. Like, this is crazy. Like simple. Dizzy broads ain't effing with my mental. Natural born hustling. Check what I've been through. Got mine, took it from you, and now you're slot mine. Got mine, took it from you, and now you slot mine. Exact to my own ish, dog. I'm owning .coms. This was early on in the 2000s. Eve was on here talking about how she owns her stuff. She's writing because she's a writer. She's an artiste. And she wants what? She wants the coins. Because at the end of the day, she know that I got to be a boss too, not just the rapper. And I know how to write and I know how to rap. So I'm going to write my own bars. And I want my money. Because ain't nobody do it. I did it. Come on, Eve. And she said I'm owning .coms. She was owning .coms back then. Like, that's big. That's when the internet was just popping. So definitely giving smart, definitely giving businesswoman, definitely giving executive. Who's that girl? Come on, Eve's that girl. Uh-oh. Who's that girl? Eve's that girl. She said, I can understand why they scared of Eve. Thought I did it one way, ain't prepared for me. Mad cousin image I don't care to be. She don't care to be that phony, fake what everybody wanted her to be. She's gonna be Eve, the girl from Philly, from the hood, Pitbull in a skirt, and she did it. Realness, real-ish, spit reality. Attitude rude, that's the Philly, and I too understand because I'm from Chicago, and we are pretty rude too. And it's like a Chicago thing. It's like we don't try to be rude, but it's like, I feel like Chicago people don't like people who don't have common sense. So yeah, I get that. She said, need me in the game. I'm the thrill in your life. Breath of fresh air. She really was. Like, Eve really, she was in her bag. Little boys hang me on their wall. I grow on chest hair. Why you listening to other ish? You got the best here. Come on, try your luck, shorty. I got the rest scared. Bet you anything you ain't ready and you get left there. Oh, God, Eve. She said, power moves made every day by this steroid. I'ma get this bank any way that I do this. I was born to shine, and most of y'all borderline bullshit. You really had bars, y'all. Like, she really was snapping. Like, she said, supposed to flow through my hands like water. Keep stocks growing for my son or my daughter. And she really did, because her little son is eating too. Look at the blessings. We love generational blessings. Okay, this is the part I want to point out too. She said Eve wants her own cash. F what you brought her. You know how everybody is preaching like these days about making the dudes pay for stuff, or like having the dudes pay for stuff, and buy me a purse, do this, spend money, blah blah blah. But basically she like, you can do all of that, but I need to get my own money too. Eve wants her own cash. Forget what you brought her, because I can buy it too. What you can buy me can be taken away, but if I bought it myself, it's mine. Okay. She said, so hardball is played, won't starve today. Song after song I write so I get paid. She wants her money, okay? And I understand. So, yeah, and then we close the song back out with Who's That Girl? La 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 la. Eve's that girl, because she is. And we love to see it. Happy birthday to Eve. And I want to talk about too, like, I feel like we as a culture, we didn't give the Eve show enough. When I tell y'all I'm low-key addicted to the Eve show, and it's been like this for the last few years, like, addicted. Like, I love it so much. It's so funny. I feel like the cast, they almost comes across as like family, the way they get along and the chemistry. It was just like, and the fact that Missy did the theme song, she's the kind of chick who likes to look fly, like it. And then like the celebrity cameos, like they really had like a good thing. The storyline, like the fact that she was a clothing designer or owner to her own boutique, like that lit. Like she had fetish at the time. So it's like crazy that she basically was living her reality, right? Yeah, so congratulations to Eve. And the fact that she's a mom now, it's like she really did this thing her way. She did it her way. And we love to see it. We love Eve. So y'all, please be sure to follow me on the gram at Kim A K Brand. Follow me on the TikTok and on the Twitter at Kim A K Brand. And also be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Green Means Go. Kim A Presents Green Means Go. And subscribe, tell your people about it, and bask in the glory of a black woman going through life, trying to grow. and talking to some amazing people as well. So I can't wait for y'all to see it. And yeah, we're gonna leave it there. We put it on the floor. We're gonna leave it there. Be blessed. Don't be a mess.